This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Whatever we discussed yesterday with respect to accounting entries, debit, credit, and these ones, assignment, whatever you took yesterday, or to write down the different kind of accounts, asset, liability, income, expense, 50 each at least. You were able to do it. Anybody tried
Yes.
doing this? You found it easy while writing, or is there any difficulty after a certain number of records? You are stuck.
We are struck.
Yeah, we are strict after
It's stuck.
10 to 15 days.
Right after writing certain number of entries, majoritarily all of us will get stuck because we do not know what are the further accounts. This is only to give an idea. Okay, I think there are so many accounts which we need to know. Next time onward, when you do the practicing, what you'll have to do is, whenever you post any accounting entry, try to put different debit, different credit, which is not used before. Am I clear? Don't post any entry repeatedly. For example, you posted rent already. Next time when you post any entry, don't use rent. Use some other account, which was not used before. I think somebody had sent a message in the group, right? Screenshot of all the accounts.
Yes.
Make sure you look at it. Just go through one or two times. You will have different ideas. Okay, this is also expense, and this is also income. This is also asset. This is also liability. That will give you a fair idea, fair understanding with which you will easily able to write after looking at those records. Okay, which we will see in the coming sessions. I will open one of that list and then I will explain. Now we will look at accounting entry in SAP FICO now. When we look at this accounting entry in FICO, in general, to write any accounting entry, what we need? Debit,
Business center.
credit. Is this possible to write debit credit accounting entry without debit, without credit?
No.
No.
No, right? This is not available. Then what we need to do? Before you write any accounting entry, we should know debit credit from SAP point of view. In SAP, we represent this with two-digit numeric key. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
In short, you call it as posting key. Whether it is debit or it is credit, we call it as a posting key in SAP. This posting key is a two-digit numeric key. Is this one line clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Based on the account type, posting key, in short, debit, credit, numeric key will change. In your normal accounting, no matter what kind of account it is, whether it is asset, liability, income, expense, customer, vendor, whatever it is, debit means DR only, credit means CR only, which is common for everyone in normal accounting.
Yes.
Any accounting entry we write, we simply put DRCR. Do you change this DRCR in normal accounting, or it is the
No.
same?
Same.
Same.
It is same, it is fixed. But when it comes to SAP, it is not same, it is not fixed. It changes based on the account type. Now this account type you need to understand. Let's say I'll put account type, debit, credit. Those who are not talking, please mute your mic. Prasad. Okay. Now, account type we normally write. One is general ledger, meaning what? GL.
Yes.
Next one, customer. Customer means
Yes.
AR. Vendor. Vendor means
AP.
AP. AP.
this is your AP. And then you have fixed asset. This is means AA, asset account. These four initially we have to remember, and the remaining one we will see later on. But these four are mandatory. Debit, credit, whenever you write any accounting entry, majoritarily contains these four. Even if you look at the entries that we posted previously, in this, cash is a GL account,
Yes, sir.
capital is a GL account, customer is not a GL, right? Customer is a subledger, part of accounts receivable.
Yes.
Sales is a GL account, purchase is a GL account, vendor is a subledger account, part of accounts payable. Computer is what? GL or fixed asset?
Asset account.
Fixed assets.
Fixed asset meaning from asset accounting, vendor is subledger, accounts payable. Meaning even the entries which we posted or which we listed in the last session are also representing GL, AP, AR asset,
Right.
right? Now, if I come down, look at this. You need to ensure while writing any accounting entry, first focus is on debit credit. Now the second focus is on what kind of account it is, whether it is a GL, customer, vendor, asset. Easy to identify or difficult to identify?
Easy to identify.
When
Easy
I'm
run.
talking about my customer or my vendor, in general, my customer is what? Person or a company can become my customer, yes or no?
Yes.
If I am selling something, I can sell it to a person or I can sell it to a company. Any other third possibility other than person, other than company?
No.
Yes.
Any other possibility or no other possibility apart from this two?
No.
No other
No, right?
possibility.
Similarly, when I'm talking about vendor, we are purchasing. We either purchase from a person or we purchase from a supplier, in short, from a company. Any other possibility that we purchase, excluding a person, excluding a company? No, right?
No.
No.
Meaning to identify whether it is a customer or it is a vendor, it is easy. You just need to look at the name. If it is a customer, you have to write customer name. For example, I am selling some items to a customer. Casually, we are writing a sales account and then customer account. But in practical, when you write the accounting entry, do I need to write customer or I need to write the actual name of the customer?
Actual name.
We have to write the actual name of the customer. If customer name is Ajay, you'll have to write Ajay account debit, sales account credit. If you are selling it to, let's say, Pepsi Limited, then you'll have to debit Pepsi Limited on the debit side, sales on the credit side. Am I right?
Right.
You have to write the actual name of the customer in your accounting entry. In that case, by looking at the accounting entry, is it possible for us to identify whether it is a name of a person or a company?
Yes.
Yes, Ravi.
Easy to identify. Now, the moment you find name of a person or name of a company in any accounting entry, it is either a customer or a vendor,
Right.
meaning you're
Yes.
straight away able to differentiate these two. Now, within these two, to identify whether this is part of customer or it is part of a vendor, you need to look at the transaction. If I say we purchased from so and so, we sold to so and so, based on this transaction, are we able to identify, yes, this is customer, this is vendor?
Right.
Yes.
Right? Slowly we
Yes.
need to make sure we are able to identify the transaction, meaning the way you're looking at the entry should be slowly changed now. Simple entry only, but you're finding ways to understand it, identify the key points from it. Okay. Now fixed asset. When we talk about fixed asset, how do you identify fixed asset? You have fixed points for the fixed asset. To call anything as a fixed asset, it has to be either land, building, plant, computers, cars, and so on. Am I right?
Yes.
We have a category or not for fixed asset? I cannot call
Yes.
everything as a fixed asset. You have land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures, computers, software, licenses, motor cars, and so on. This is also easy to identify or not. After looking at your full list of GL accounts, you can easily identify. By looking at it, you will be in a position to guess this is asset, this is liability, and all. Other than these three, other than customer, other than vendor, other than fixed asset, everything is a GL account.
Yes.
GL account we are writing all because GL includes everything. General ledger, is this main ledger or is this a sub ledger?
Main ledger.
Main ledger. Main ledger.
This is main ledger. What about this?
These are all sub-ledgers.
Sub-ledgers.
Sub-ledger.
This is sub ledger. This is sub ledger, and this is also sub ledger.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, are these four clear?
Sir.
Now, when it comes to debit GL account, you have to understand these points or these numbers. Debit is 40, credit is 50. How do you identify debit credit in case of a GL account? Posting key 40, posting key 50.
If you. Sir, this number is specific.
Specific, and these are fixed.
Okay.
The way you write DRCR in general, in the similar way in SAP we write this. Okay, and customer in general you will take 01 standard and then 129 all are customer debits only. But by default customer debit means what?
01.
01.
01.
But customer debit can also be 129, 01, 02, 03, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all are customer debits only, depending on the different nature of transaction. Why you're debiting, that defines whether to use 1, 2, 3, 4 and all. But whenever you write entry manually, you always use customer debit 0, 1 only. Similarly, when you talk customer credit, it is 11. Similarly, 11 to 19. 11 to 19, all are customer credits. But by default, which credit you should remember from customer?
11.
It has to be 11.
11.
Similarly, when it comes to vendor, 21 is vendor debit. As usual, 21 to 29, all are vendor debits. But default debit for vendor is 21. This is same, 31 by default, 31 to 39 are your vendor credits. For asset, debit is a 70, credit is a 75. Only these four you need to remember at the beginning. This must be on your fingertips. Okay, next one. We can also identify debit and credit with DRCR indicator credit single digit indicator. Posting key is what? 2-digit indicator, 2-digit numeric
Right.
key.
Yes.
Now, this is one way of identifying debit and credit. Another way to identify debit and credit is to look at debit credit single digit indicator. Now we have debit, we have credit. This is S, this is H. Debit means what? S. Credit means
H.
H. These are used to identify after posting only. These are used to identify after posting only. Not during the posting you will put it. You will put it after the posting. In short, we will use it
Sir,
after posting.
these S and H is also fixed.
Fixed.
Okay.
Okay, this is what we will be doing it. In short, two ways of identifying this. Point number one, posting key. Point number two, debit credit single digit indicator. Now I will show you SAP screen to see what exactly we were referring to now. I'll go to a screen. On this, whatever I'm writing, just ignore it. Because our focus is only to write, only to understand a debit credit. If you come down, there is something called posting key.
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is called posting key. In our example, we understood posting key can be a debit, posting key can be a credit. Depending on the number, you are deciding whether it is a debit, whether it is credit. And this debit, this credit is also telling nature of account, GL, customer, vendor, asset.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In short, with the help of a posting key, you can identify 2 points. Point number one, debit, credit. Point number two, nature of account.
Yes, sir.
Is this correct? My posting key is revealing nature of account, whether it is customer, vendor, asset, GL. Second one, whether it is debit or credit. If I open the list here, posting a key, you will find a list. And here, first one is PK, posting a key. Second one is account type. Third one is debit credit indicator. Last one is posting a key name. Look at the account type. Account type is what? C. Everywhere you will find a C. C means
Yes,
what?
sir.
Customer.
C means customer.
Right.
Right? C means customer. You can see 01 until 19. All are customer only. Everywhere C. Debit credit indicator. D means debit. C means credit. 01 until 09. You will find a D only. Debit. CD means customer debit. And then look at 11 to 19. The in between ones we don't use it, so ignore them. 0 to 11, sorry, 0 to 9, and then 11 to 19 is what you'll have to remember. Whatever is listed on the Excel sheet, remember only them. Remaining, just ignore it. CD means what? Customer debit. CC means
Customer credit.
Customer credit.
customer credit. Similarly, if I come down,
Vendor
now you
debit,
also
vendor
have
credit.
vendor debit, vendor credit. V is representing vendor, D as usual debit, C credit. 21 to 29 VD vendor debit, 31 to 39 VC vendor credit. For GL, we will be using 40, 50, GD GL debit, GC GL credit. 70, 75 AD AC, asset debit, asset credit.
Right.
Right? The remaining one, whatever you see, just ignore it at this moment. We will see them later on. They are not mandatory and we don't use it manually. Okay, this is required. Once posting a key is done, next one there is something called account. Correct?
Yes, sir.
There is something called account. If you come to Excel sheet, all are accounts only, right? Asset account, vendor account, customer account, GL account. Is this correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everything is account, but is it referring to any specific account or it is only account?
Only account.
Only account.
This is only account. If it is only account, is it easy to identify or difficult to identify?
Easy to identify.
Nothing is mentioned there, right? Whether it is customer, vendor,
Difficult to understand.
Difficult to identify.
right? How do you guess that whether I should put customer account, vendor account, GL account? It is not telling, right? Any account. Reason? Your posting key decides the nature of account. If I am writing 40, 40
If it-
means what?
GL account.
General
GL.
ledger.
GL account.
GL
If I
account.
put 50, what is it?
GL account.
Credit.
GL
GL
account.
account.
Now, if I try to open the list, this icon can you find on the right side? Small icon.
Yes,
This
sir.
is the drop down. If you click on it, you will get a list. What it is telling if I put the drop down for the account?
Posting key. Enter.
It is
Enter
it is
posting key
asking
first.
enter a posting key first of all. Meaning even SAP is not able to tell what is this account without posting a key.
Right.
Yes, sir.
System is also not able to tell what is the account. If I put 40, according to us, 40 means what? Which account?
General
All
ledger.
GL account.
General
Right.
ledger.
GL account. Based on the posting key, system will understand you are talking about a GL. It will open the GL account list. If you open the drop down, is this asking you the GL account? It is giving a list of GL account.
Yes, sir.
Look at only the highlighted field, rest and all just ignore it. Posting key 40, system is able to understand it is a GL account. When you open the list, this is displaying all the GLs.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
if I put 50, 50 is what?
GL credit.
GL.
50
Credit.
is also GL. This is also again GL account based on the 50.
Yes, sir.
Customer is what?
01.
01.
01.
If I put 01, it is customer debit. If I try to open the list, now this is giving me the customer numbers, customer account.
Yes, sir.
Meaning system is able to identify the account based on the posting key properly. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir. We
Yes.
have to remember posting key first.
If I put 11, if I open the drop down, this is again customer. Meaning this is how SAP is remembering the data. This is how SAP working. 111 customer. You give anything 2, 3, 4, 5 from 01 until 19, everything it will open customer account only. If I put 21, related to what?
Vendor account.
Vendor
Vendor
account.
account.
If I open the drop down, what am I expecting? Customer account or vendor account?
Vendor account.
Vendor account.
Vendor account. Open the drop down. Do you find supplier? Supplier is nothing but vendor only.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Close this. 31. What about 31?
Vendor.
Vendor credit.
Vendor credit. Again, you're expecting vendor account only. Alright. And if I give 70, 70 is what?
Asset account.
Asset debit.
Now, am I getting directly the assets?
Yes, sir.
I'm getting asset directly. Similarly, if I put 75, I put 75 only.
Again asset.
Asset.
This is also asset, and you can find asset here also.
Yes,
This
sir.
is one way. This is one way of identifying the things based on the posting key. Another way is with single digit, right? This is if I go to another screen. This is also posting only. But if you see down below, there is debit credit. S is representing a debit, H is representing a credit.
Yes, sir.
Here we are not writing 0, 1, 11, 21, 31, 40, 50, 70, 75 not required. I can simply select debit means S, credit means H. But normally we will be using it from the backend tables. Because no matter how many I have so many posting keys here. 1 to 19, 11 to 19, 21, 29, 31, 39, 40, 50, 70, 75. Everything is either a debit or a credit. If I club them, these are only two representations, debit representation, credit representation.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Other than debit, other than credit, there is no meaning. It is just that to identify the nature of account, you are segregating it from your accounting point of view. It is debit only, it is credit only. These points first you need to remember, understand as they are. No assumptions, no any shortcut for this. You have no other option, you have to remember it. This is one point.
Any posting case for bank and cash here?
GL only.
Okay.
Okay,
GL. It
only
is
for
not.
these three it is segregated, but other than this, for all you can use 40-50.
Okay.
Okay. Now, after writing the posting keys, let us try to come down. In general, after writing journal entries, debit credit, what do we prepare? You look at the balance reports.
Yes, sir.
Right.
When you're looking at the report, do you need a detailed debit, detailed credit or not required?
Required, sir.
Detail required.
Right. If I go to any specific account, I want to know how many debits are recorded, how many credits are recorded, what is my opening balance, what is my closing balance. Now, if I say detailed report is basically line item report. Which report?
Line item report.
Line item report.
Line item report. Line item report is referring to detailed debits, detailed credit. If I try to pull a report like this, you are able to see these values.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is your detailed report. If you have 1000 records, 1000 entries, it will show 1000 records here. Each record will represent a debit credit. This is a report. In this report, can you find a posting key? Which posting key is used?
Yes, sir.
40 means what according to us?
GL
Debit.
Debit.
GL debit. Now, according to us, debit means positive number, negative number.
Positive number.
Positive number.
Amount is listed in debit positive or negative, this 25,000.
Positive.
Positive.
Positive. 50 means what?
GL credit.
Negative.
GL credit. Any credit means negative number to us. Now look at how this
Yeah.
80,000 is represented. Minus sign is on the right side. But when you download it, it will come to left side. When you download the report into Excel, according to Excel format, minus will be at the beginning, right?
Yes, sir.
It will take first position minus when you download this into Excel. But in SAP, it will always show minus on the right side. Okay, now along with this posting key, we also talked about debit credit indicator. Debit is indicated by what single digit?
Yes.
S.
Yes.
Let me add that one also. This is debit credit indicator. If I try to add it next to posting key,
So entire
now
SAP
you
is
can see
it's
yeah,
going to be like S and H only all the time for debit and credit.
fixed S and H. These are fixed. For any kind of account, debit means S only, credit means H only. Now everywhere you find a debit, it is S. Everywhere you find a credit, it is H.
Sir.
Am I right?
Yes.
S and H.
Yes.
So two ways. Point number one, posting key, 2-digit numeric number. Point number two, debit credit indicator, single digit alphabet, S and H. What kind of report is it? Line item report.
Yes, sir.
We call it as line item report. And you will also require balance report, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see all the line item. Tell me total debit, tell me total credit, tell me my available balance. I don't need to see the detailed list. If I want a detailed list, I should go to line item report. If I don't want a detailed list, I just want total debit, total credit, now the closing balance. Then I should go to balance report. If I try to look at balance report, let me try to run the report. This is how I'm getting the data. This is giving balance. What first line?
Debit.
First line.
Period, I believe.
Balance
Balance
Carry forward.
Previous year.
This balance carry forward is the balance coming from the last year. In this report, which year data I am looking at currently?
2025.
2025. Balance carry forward means data coming from which year?
24.
2024. 2024 closing balance will become 2025 opening balance. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Now, we also need to understand this point. Balance carry forward. Venkatalakshmi, can you please go on mute? Okay. In balance carry forward, you need to understand point number one, two types of accounts. When I say two types of account, what are those two types?
Debit account.
P&L and balance sheet.
P&L account and balance sheet account. P&L account, balance will become 0 at year end. Is this correct?
Correct.
For any P&L account, balance will become 0 at year end. For balance sheet account, balance will become 0 or it will be carry forward to next year.
It will be carried forward.
It will carry forward to next year.
Carry forward to next year.
Next year. Are these two lines clear? Your balance carry forward is applicable for P&L account or it is applicable only for balance sheet account?
Balance sheet.
Only for balance sheet account. For P&L account, whatever the balance that is left at the year end will be taken into retained earnings account, reserves and surplus, profit. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. So P&L will not carry forward. P&L will carry forward within the year. From April to May, May to June, June to July, I can do it, but I cannot go beyond the year. Whatever I do, I can do within the year. From one year to another year, P&L cannot be transferred. It is only balance sheet. Balance will carry forward, will be transferred from current year to next year. If you are looking at this screen currently, this balance carry forward is applicable only in case of balance sheet account. P&L balance will not be carry forwarded. P&L balance is always yearly balance. Okay, this is balance carry forward. This is your total debit. This is your total credit. This is debit credit sum. This is monthly closing balance. This is total closing balance. We also hear something called balance for the month. Anybody heard this? For the month balance?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Balance year to date, this also? FTM and then YTD figures. Anybody heard? For the month balance, year to date balance.
Yes.
Let's say if I take any number, cash,
Oh, one doubt, sir. Can I ask you?
1 minute.
Okay.
Let me put account name here. Debit, credit. Okay, then what I'll put? I will put January here. 1000 and 1200. Balance. Balance will be how much?
Minus 200.
Minus 200.
Debit minus credit, right? Minus 200. Okay, now I will put balance. FTM means what?
Balance for month.
Balance for the month. Next I'll put balance YTD, year to date. This is also same. Is equal to this. Okay. Next one, I will put February. February also same, cash only. Now I am writing February transaction details here in February. Let's see, I
Yes, sir.
have somewhere around 1700 debit, 2400 credit. What is my February balance? February debit minus February credit.
700.
Minus
What
700.
is my total balance on February?
Minus 900.
Minus 900.
Minus.
900.
This plus this, minus
9.
900. Now in February, I have two numbers. One is balance for February, then balance as on February.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is February balance. This is as on February balance. Both are same or both are different?
Both are
Are
different.
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 This is only February. This is until February. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One is only February and the other one is until February. Meaning in YTD, you are including all the previous month of data also.
Yes, sir.
And here you are not including other months, you are including only the February month. Okay. Now, if I go up, are these two numbers clear? Balance for the month, year to date balance.
Yes, sir.
And tomorrow when any user is asking about it, talking about it, do not be confused. Do not think what it is I'm hearing for the first time. Majoritarily, most commonly, these terminologies are used by the users. Or in any accounting, everybody will use like this only. Now for that, you need to look at the balance report. This is how balance report looks like. Balance means for the month. Cumulative means YTD. This is only the month balance. This is until the month balance.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it starts January. Is it right, sir?
Which one?
YTD will start from January until it goes on.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now I will come back it. We will see this report in detail when we come to the different sessions. But at this moment, all I want you to remember is this is how balance report looks like. Meaning the screen you are able to get that familiarity now. How data is coming in SAP and how we look at the data in the system.
Yes.
Come back. And then we also require trial balance, right? We also require trial balance. Now to see the trial balance, two ways. One, I'll go to Fiori. What are we trying to look at now?
Trial balance.
Balance.
Trial balance. On this, just go to search trial balance only. Trial balance, enter. Just duplicate the tab. Go to home page. Now can I see the trial balance tile here? This is called a Fury tile. Okay, click on the trial balance. Even in SAP, it is trial balance only. There is no name change, same accounting language.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
While this gets loaded, okay. Now I will put one company code I'm giving, just ignore it. If I try to run the report, and this report is called as analytical report. And this is how I'm getting my trial balance. If I go right side, I'm getting starting balance, meaning opening balance,
Yes,
debit
sir.
balance, credit balance, closing balance. Trial balance is giving opening balance, debit, credit, closing balance. In trial balance, are we supposed to take closing balance or opening balance?
Closing balance.
Closing balance is what you will take in the trial balance. Now, similarly, you also need to look at profit and loss statement. If I look at balance sheet, are these reports mandatory or optional in any company?
Mandatory.
Mandatory. Now I'll go to balance sheet or income statement. If I, yeah. Now you can see the balance sheet here. You have balance sheet, you have profit and loss. This comes based on the configuration, this comes based on the mapping. But now just look at the screen. This is your P&L balance sheet, this is your trial balance. And if you come back to this, trial balance we have seen, P&L we have seen, balance sheet. This is how P&L balance sheet is coming here. Right? Data will come based on the output, based on the configuration in the system. This is your trial balance. Now, are all these reports mandatory or not mandatory on a day-to-day business?
Mandatory, sir.
All these reports are mandatory, and we need to ensure. Which one?
There is a T. There isn't any T codes or directly go to the trial balance, profit and loss balance sheet.
In Fury, there is no T code. You can directly search. Whatever you search, it will come as a Fury tile.
And GUI?
In GUI, you'll have to go to a T code.
Okay.
This is your trial balance in GUI.
Please mention in the Excel sheet.
You will get it. We will see it all practically. Everybody will work on it.
Okay.
Along with the number, you will post the entries, you will pull the details, you will write down what was your number in Excel sheet, what number is coming in SAP. Practically, you will see it. Okay. This is your trial balance. And if you go here, This is how balance sheet looks like. This is one. This is another layout. You can see like this balance sheet. It comes based on the config whatever you defined. Based on the configuration, everything will appear here. Okay. Now, in short, these reports are clear, which are to be used on a daily basis.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
At least we need to make sure we are getting an idea so that once you are in front of the system, you know what to check. No straightforward posting, no blind practice configuration and all. You need to verify the way a user looks at the system, the way any client wants to look at the system. In the similar way, you need to look at right from the beginning. Only then you are in a position to understand the requirement clearly, otherwise no. Reason, today I will tell you different things. Tomorrow I will tell, show me the output. Am I correct? It is not only
Yes.
about posting the entry, it is about generating the report. If you understand how your client is going to look at the report, according to the report output, report expectation, you will design the process. Am I right? If I do not know my end output, what I am going to look at, I cannot start my process. If without understanding the report requirement and all you start working on it, there will be many problems in the project. Your user will ask, I want this. Unfortunately, you cannot get it because system is not designed in that way, system is not set up in that way, or when you are setting up the system, designing the system, these points were not discussed. You're getting my point? If these points are not paid attention right from the beginning, you will not understand the requirement clearly. And when you do the testing, when you hand over system to the client, they will come back stating, how do I get this? How do I get it? This is not coming, that is not coming, this is not correct, that is not correct. Reason, we did not test it or we did not think through it during the implementation or during the process. That is where everybody will ask whether you were part of the implementation project. Everybody will ask whether you have experience or not. Why they are asking all this point? Meaning it is not only about the configuration. Am I correct? That is what the meaning of it. When somebody is specifically asking this.
Yes, sir.
If they are only
Yes,
concerned about your configuration knowledge, they don't need to ask if you did any end-to-end implementation project, you have any experience in FICO or not. Because only if you know these points, you are in a position to understand the real environment. If you only practice the configuration, if you only do the practice individually on your own, you will never understand what is happening in a project. And that they do not want. Nobody wants it. For that matter, even if I tell you, I don't have any experience of teaching SAP FICO before, you are the first person, but I will make sure I will give my 100% effort. Will you be confident on me?
no.
I will tell no, I never taught SAP to anybody. I did not work on SAP also. But I know how SAP works. I will make sure I will teach you SAP. You will have that trust or you will not have the trust?
No. No trust.
No trust.
No trust. Somewhere something will always poke you. Am I taking the right decision or not? Can he teach me or not? Now here it is not about my knowledge. Here it is about the point that I told I have no experience. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Just one word I'm telling, I did not have any experience. You are getting into a question mark. But if I swap it, I have a lot of years of experience. I'm teaching from last 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. So far I taught around 10,000 members. Now this time, what is your expectation? What is your view? Something different? Very positive?
Lot of trust.
Because you're having a faith, belief that, okay, he's not experimenting with me. Am I correct? Here you have a belief
Yes.
that, okay, I am not part of the first batch. I'm not going to get experimented. He already taught to different people. Okay, meaning I think he has experience, he knows how to teach all this kind of a thing. Same way, when you go to any interview, everybody will ask you just to see. If you have experience, they have the positive feedback, positive opinion. Okay, let me push this profile. And in the interview, based on your experience, nobody will give job. Based on your skill, they will give you the job. Am I right? The way you're talking, the way you're responding, the way you're answering will decide whether you will get selected or you will not get selected. Nobody will give you the job because you have experience on the resume. It is only to shortlist your profile. It is only to schedule your interview. After that, performance matters. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
How you're talking, how you're understanding, that will come into the picture. And make sure you have that clarity. When you talk, other person should feel it. And how you talk is your skill. And when you talk to the other person, look at the other person, try to guess what is this other person mindset, what is this other person level of knowledge. Accordingly, you talk. Not necessary you tell the details to everybody, not required. Don't tell details to everybody. Somebody will understand, somebody will not understand. Is that true? Sometimes when you tell details, you get unnecessary problems. Sometimes when you get details, you get unnecessary problems, meaning unwanted cross questions, you will get it. And you should know what to talk, you should know what you should not to talk. This is again very important. Because in the interview, you are sitting to prove your knowledge. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
To prove your knowledge, you should talk less, not more. If you talk more, you are not proving your knowledge. When I say you should talk less, based on the question, give answer in such a way the other person will understand you know the concept. Not necessary you will talk complete definition, advantages, disadvantages, configuration step, T code, table, path, not required. 1 or 2 lines, more than sufficient. They'll not ask any further question. Next question, next topic, interview closed, you get selected. But you should know how you need to talk and how you need to convince for the known questions, for the unknown questions. That is your actual learning, that is your actual preparation for your SAP FICO. Alright. Now, what I want you to do is, these accounting entries, whatever we listed previously, this one. Now, if I look at this entry, cash means it will be cash only. Debit is replaced by what?
40.
40.
By 40.
Posting case 40.
Why 40? Reason?
It's a
GL debit.
GL.
GL debit
It's
40.
GL debit 40. For capital,
GL credit 50.
25, 70.
70.
capital is GL only. GL credit 50. Customer
01.
01.
01.
01 customer debit. Sales.
GL 50.
Sales is GL credit 50. Purchase
GL
11.
40.
40.
GL debit 40. Vendor
31.
90.
31. Vendor credit. Computer
70.
70.
70. Asset
70.
debit. Yeah. Vendor
Vendor
31.
31. Vendor credit. Meaning these numbers you are able to understand. Why 40, why 50, why 1, 11, 21, 31, 70, 75.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? Slowly we need to make sure one point we are able to understand. All in one go we will not understand. We'll get confused. Let us make sure bits and pieces we will understand, so that when you come to SAP screen, Nothing is new to you. Everything you feel that this is, I think I'm already familiar with. When you look at any report, you feel familiarity with these sessions now. That time you
Yes,
have to
sir.
play with the same number. When you post debit credit, you have to play with 40, 50 only. There you don't need to put any logic. You'll understand, okay, GL debit means this account it is a GL debit 40. Automatically things will flow from your mind. And do not put any additional effort to remember to by heart. Nothing is required. Without any effort from your side, if you just go through this 1 or 2 times, things will automatically come. Don't sit, don't by heart, don't do anything. If there is any something which you need to by heart, which you'll have to remember, I will clearly tell you those points you can by heart. Until I tell by heart it, remember it, mandatory, don't by heart anything. Read it and then leave it. If you remember, it is okay. If you don't remember, still it is okay. Because every day you have to play with this. Not that once in a while you use it. It's not that once in a while you use it. Every day you have to use with it. You have to play with it. Even if you don't want, even if you want to forget, you cannot forget them. So forget about remembering. It's all about doing things in a systematic manner. This one. And the next one, I told you to write down 50 of all these things, right? Look at these 50.
Yes, sir.
For example, if you are looking at any point and think in such a way that if I write something like salaries, when I write salaries, what is it?
Expense.
Operating expense.
Expenses.
Expense account. This is an expense. You'll have to remember 2 points. Point number 1, whether it is P&L or balance sheet. What is it?
P&L.
P&L. First point, you'll have to identify whether this is a P&L account or balance sheet account. If you say that this is P&L, then you'll have to go to what is this in P&L? Income or expense?
Expense.
Expense.
So point number 1, this is P&L. Point number 2, this is expense. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If I say sales, this one?
P&L.
Annual.
Income.
P&L, income. If I say stock,
Balance sheet. Asset.
this is balance sheet, asset.
That's it.
Okay. If I say tax payable,
Balance sheet.
Liability.
this is balance sheet, liability. At this level, you need to remember for every account. Don't straight away tell expense, don't straight away tell income. Always add P&L balance sheet, which will make you understand the impact. Because tomorrow somebody might ask you, what is the impact on my P&L? How it will affect my financials? When somebody is asking, tomorrow when somebody is asking how this is going to affect my financial, are we supposed to tell this will affect your P&L, this will affect your balance sheet, or not required? This is required or not required if somebody is asking on any entry or any process that you explain to the user, to the client, how it will affect my financials,
It should require.
what impact it will give in my books. Then you need to tell in your books, this will have an impact on the P&L, this will have an impact on balance sheet. Mandatory or optional?
Mandatory.
This is mandatory. For that, right from the account number, from the beginning onward, if you try to add these small points, will make huge difference as you move forward. Okay. Now, if I say salaries, you are able to identify this is P&L expense. Now, if I want you to write an example for salary, how you will write an example for salary? Can I pay salary every day?
No, sir.
No.
3 times a month?
Monthly only.
Monthly.
Only one time a month. One time a month. That is on the first or middle or at the end.
The end.
End of the month.
You will generally make the salary towards the end of the month. And it is a single posting or multiple posting in a month.
Single.
It's a single posting. It is a single posting. To whom you make the salary?
Employees.
Employees.
You pay
Employees.
salary to employee. All right. Now, when you are paying salary to employee, do you write employee wise separate accounting entry or for all employees combined single entry?
Single entry, sir.
It is a single entry. Now, in short, while looking at the salary, if I am trying to do my practice, can I post salary entries 2-3 times repeatedly in a month?
No.
No.
I am practicing SAP FICO. Now I am posting entries. Can I debit salary 4-5 times for my practice? That is not correct, right? In general, nobody will book salary 3-4 times a month, but we are booking 10 times a month. Meaning we are blindly doing the practice or not? If you do that, if you post entries in that way, tomorrow when you look at your own report, your own company code, when you see the output, you will be surprised. Because nobody will do it in this entire world. But we are posting the data like that and we are trying to understand, we are trying to learn from it. When the data itself is incorrect, do we learn properly from it?
No.
No, right? When you're looking at the screen outputs, make sure you're connecting every point with the business process. Don't just post the entry, don't just look at the screen. Post the entry, look at the screen, assuming you're looking at from a client system. Okay, that is the reason we're discussing all these points even before we open the system, to ensure when you start practicing, no left and right posting, no assumptions, no imaginations, no blind practicing. You'll have to do it the way you have to work in a project, and you have to understand the way you understand as a consultant. No imaginations, no experiments. Similarly, when I make salary, I told once in a month I have to post the entry. Sales also same thing, or I can post as many as I want.
You can post multiple times.
Sales I can post multiple times because in a day I may be having 1,000 sales also. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So there is no limit for sale. I can post unlimited entries for my sale, but you should know where there is a limit, where there is no limit. If these points are not clear, it is difficult. If these points are clear, it is okay. Okay, if you are able to understand what is to be posted, multiple entries, what is to be posted, single entry, you are good to go. Similarly, if I put tax, meaning nothing can be straightforward understood unless you know the scenario, unless you know the requirement. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Unless you know the scenario, unless you know the requirement, you cannot move forward. It is not about posting a debit, posting a credit, ensuring a debit credit is telling. It is not enough. That is enough for an end user, and we are not end user. And you are a consultant. When you post even 1 or 2 entries, understand the concept, logic behind it. And with your concept, with your logic, no matter how many entries are coming, you are in a position to easily understand, this is because of this, this is because of this, this is correct, this is not correct. At least you should be in a position to guess. If this is happening, you're good to go. If not happening, something is wrong. Don't measure your learning, don't measure your progress by number of times you're practicing, number of hours you're sitting. It is purely based on your understanding. Don't measure, I created 4 company codes, every day I'm sitting 3 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, will not give you the result. It is purely based on what you are doing, how you are practicing. Accordingly, ensure you are understanding everything. Now, today, what you do as part of your assignment, whatever the list of accounts that you have made, 50 asset, 50 liability, and all, from that, for each account, don't need to write anything. You do not have to do anything specifically. As I said, if I say salaries, I understood salaries will be paid monthly basis. What entry is posted for salary? Is it salary debit, employee credit?
Salaries to bank.
Yes, sir.
Salaries debit, bank credit, right? Or salaries debit, employee credit?
Salary debit, bank credit.
Salary debit, bank credit. Now, when it comes to sale, what entry will come for sale?
Customer account debit to sales account.
Customer account debit to sales account. Likewise, you take randomly and then see, okay, what is this? Can I take an example for it? Salaries. Can I write an example? Let's say salaries paid to staff, salaries paid to employee for May 2025. Okay, this is how I write the accounting entry. Sales, sold some material to so and so customer. Likewise, you let's take rent. Rent you will pay once in a month, or every day you will pay the rent.
Once in a month.
Once in a month.
Once in a month you pay rent. To whom you pay the rent?
Landlord.
Landlord. Then what accounting entry is posted for rent?
Rent account debit to bank account.
Is this correct? If I say rent debit bank credit, or incorrect?
Rent account debit to landlord account.
Landlord.
Right?
Bank
You have to
account is
debit
incorrect.
rent. You have to credit landlord account, because tomorrow if I'm asking you paid rent, then I will ask to whom you paid. If you don't credit the landlord, if you directly credit a bank account, do you get the breakup or not, reporting or not?
No.
You don't get report because we are not recording this anywhere in the accounting. You need to remember that, okay, to get the proper reporting, proper accounting is required. And how exactly this is made, we need to understand. Small points, one-time effort, you will ensure you are in a position to understand the things conceptually. We are not learning debit credit accounting entries here. Instead, we are trying to understand the logic concept behind it, how a user is posting.
Yes, sir.
Right, work on this activity for now, for today. On the accounts, whatever you have listed, try to find out what accounting entry we will be posting. Then it is good to go.
Sir, one
All right.
doubt, sir.
These questions we will take on the weekend session. This weekend we will have exclusive session, because these are only to give you an idea now.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, on each point we will go in depth as we start the regular sessions. I mean to say, once we start these system practicals, on every topic I'll go in depth. We'll go to SAP, we will see scenarios, we will post entries, we will see the outputs. There I will answer your doubts, because if we take a doubt, we'll create unwanted doubts to others. Fine then. So work on this assignment today, then you will have a clarity.
Hi
Sir,
Ajay,
one
Yes, sir.
Kumar
question.
here.
I have not received